Yo, what's good, everybody? This is
Hey
MBS.
everyone. Hey Keo.
MBS, let's talk about it, man. We are back. We are live. We got a lot to discuss about, and I'm looking forward for tonight's show, man. We got a lot to discuss. So Ray, how was your weekend?
It was good. I went all the way up the mountain going to Arrow Lake. Was it Arrow Lake? All the way up in the mountains, played in the snow. So I had a good weekend. We had a shoot up there. How about yours?
It was really good. It was really good. Even though the weather was bad, COVID's getting a little bit better based off of the restrictions that's going on right
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
So so it's really good. Um, so before we begin, we
Yeah.
I got a couple technical difficulties going on right now. So we're gonna take a 30-second break really quick, and we're gonna be right back.
Okay. Hi guys. Keo just stepped out real quick. Here he is. Welcome back.
All right, sorry about that. I apologize about that, but MBS, let's talk about it, man. Episode.
Talk about it. Hello everybody that's just joined us. Hi. Hi,
This is
Shardal, if I said that right. Hi, thank you for joining our live. Let's talk about it, Keo. Did you fix your
so this is
technical difficulties?
Yeah, we're good now. We're good now. So episode 62.
62.
Man, shout out to everybody that tunes in and supports the show. We got a lot to discuss.
Okay,
So
we do. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Keo.
so originally we were supposed to talk about the Grammys. So I know we me and Saray, we joke around a lot. We make fun of each other, but sometimes we got to get on a serious tip. So
Yeah, this is tough.
fortunately, everybody knows what happened in Atlanta. Um, the fatal shooting at three local businesses, massage parlors, which 8 people end up dying. Um, it was a blatant attack on Asians. It was an Asian hate crime. Um, a lot of people have spoken up about it, and man, and this attack on Asians and hate crime towards Asians. This ain't the first time that this has happened, man. This been going on for the
For a
last
long-
2 to 3 months. Not
Well,
just in that.
it's definitely gotten worse,
Yeah, it's
in
going
the
around
last
everywhere
3
in the
months.
country right now. So,
It is. It really
well,
is. I feel like, the lack of knowledge that people have as far as this whole coronavirus, I understand where it stemmed off of. You know what I mean? I bet, just that alone, if they did lose their family to it, you know what I mean? They really hate Asians. They feel like we're the responsible people for it. And if they lost a family member to it, they really, feel like we're responsible for it. And again, lack of understanding. You know what I mean? And it was heartbreaking because these are women. And today or that day, someone lost their mom, someone lost their sister, you know what I mean? And that was, the young man was only 21 years old. It's like, I can only pray for the families that are suffering. And, you know, um, again, it's, the hate crime comes in so many different colors. and it's just it's just I tell my mom, I have to tell my mom because she rides the bus in Minnesota, and you know I tell her, please be careful. You know what I mean? They're plotting even old Asian ladies. It don't even matter. There's no mercy, and this act right there is definitely, and there's no mercy. It was, you know, um, it's just tough. I'm grateful that people like celebrities are using their platform to help create awareness. It just makes me wonder. Like today, I was sitting with Grandma Pat, and she's 90 years old. And if anything, she knew more about it than I did. And she asked me, she just said, what kind of rage does a 21-year-old person have? How much hate that person has, and you wonder again, it stems to the parents, like what kind of parents did he grow up around to have that much hate? Like what kind of hate did he have at 21? Is just unbelievable. The rage, and even Grandma Pat being 90 years old, you can understand the apple never fall far from the tree. There's some lack of awareness at home to, you know, my biggest thing is they really need to add in school for these kids therapy, the things that they deal with when they go home, not just what they need to know in school, but once they go home, and then what? What do they do when they got both parents that are alcoholics or hate or racist, or, they grow up from their own family and they go to school with no outlet, with more pressure to learn more things. Where's the psychological help for some of these people? It's just unbelievable to me. And, you know, some, sometimes I avoid watching the news because it can be very, very heavy to take in. It's reality, you know, but it's definitely, again, I worry for my mom and my stepdad because they do ride the bus. They walk, they don't drive. You know what I mean? All you need is for somebody to see him and don't like Asians. You know what I mean? And because it has happened where they even attacked older people. So dude, it's tough. And I sent a prayer today to the families that lost their sister, their aunt today, their mother today. You know what I mean? Like they were just there and now they won't even go home. They didn't even make it home to their family. You know?
One thing that I'm definitely proud of. I'm proud of a lot of things. I proud the growth that the MBS brand has had. I'm happy for certain things I've accomplished, but one thing I'm proud of is I'm proud being Cambodian, and I always say, and I just love our culture, not just the Cambodian culture, but the Asian
Yeah.
culture itself.
Yes.
And this thing, it hurts me, man. Like, it hurts me a lot seeing for Asians in general. It's hard for them to come up in their prospective professions. Like, you look in basketball. Basketball is basically dominated by African Americans. Like probably 85% dominated by African Americans. When I seen Jeremy Lin had an impact throughout that year, it
Yes.
was a big deal to me. When I see
Me
somebody
too.
running for office, it's a big deal for me.
It is. To me
You know,
too. To me too. I feel the same
even
way.
when I see you coming out with your own clothing line and people are purchasing it and you're getting the sales that you get from it, that makes me happy. Somebody doing that in the fashion industry.
Me
and
too.
and I'm just overprotected when it comes to that. And when I saw that it did really hurt me. um just and you look at these Asians that's getting attacked, not just in Atlanta with that shooting that just occurred, but this has happened. I've seen people getting stabbed, people getting jumped for no apparent reason. I seen some lady getting dragged through the tunnel in my own city, and I just feel bad about it. I wish I could do something. The only thing I could do is just share my stories.
What we're doing now is definitely, we're definitely doing something
Yeah, and
climate.
I'm happy. I'm happy that we have this platform um to voice how we feel towards it, especially me and you being Cambodians, and it impacts us differently compared to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it just
Well, a lot of, like, we as Cambodians, our genocide was no more than less than 35 years ago, so we're picking up pieces from our parents, you know what I mean? And let alone try to make a name for ourselves, you know what I mean? So we're not here to take away from anything, but to add, you know what I mean? We're, again, you know, you wonder what, like, what goes on one person's mind to center a certain race and just, no mercy, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable, and you know um I don't know, but
um one thing I do want to shout out though, the celebrities out there like LeBron James, John Legend, who know the impact that this is, the impact that this is having on the Asian community. I'm glad that they're actually noticed that and realizing that right now. And I want to shout out to the AWA, man. This is a group. Is they're called Asians with Attitude. They're keeping me updated on what's going on with the hate crime towards Asians right now, and it's just, this is absurd. It makes me sick. And these guys are holding meetings, conventions, rallies, and shout out to those guys,
yeah,
taking a
thanks for
stand.
creating the
And
awareness.
they're basically security at these local Asian stores for it not to be attacked. So I want to commend them and shout out them also.
Yeah. And then definitely a shout out to the community that is standing up for each other and are being there for one another, and just, you know, definitely don't let this break us. You know what I mean? We need to be stronger and more powerful and, create awareness among each other. And again, I'm very grateful to all the celebrities, everybody, that's not Asian, that are creating awareness, for Asians. So, at the end of the day, we are all the same. So, um, it's just horrible news,
Yeah,
Kyo.
man.
You
And
know,
these are the same, people say um um the China virus, hate is a virus. And just remember, these Asians that you some of these Asians or family members that you're attacking, they're the ones in the front lines trying saving lives through this pandemic. So I just want to let those people that's shaming Asians or have a problem against Asians, or the hate crime towards Asians, I just want to let them know these majority of these Asians are in the front line saving
as
lives
well.
right now.
Exactly. 100%. 100%.
All right, so it's really tough, talking about a sensitive topic like that. So we gotta transition to the next thing, and which is the Grammys, of course. And man, we're gonna do it how we normally do it, how especially any big event. And
Well,
we
I want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to anybody that
oh
sells.
yeah.
We can't
Haha,
forget.
haha, you can't pinch me. I'm not wearing green.
Yeah, you're lucky. I'm going to tell your girlfriend to pinch you or your sisters.
Oh wait, nah, they ain't gonna pinch me. All right, so All right, so the Grammys, man.
Yeah,
Winners and losers
winners
for
and
the Grammys.
losers.
What are your thoughts? Winners and losers.
That's winners and losers. That's tough. You know, I'm gonna go with my least favorite performer, which will be Post Malone. I didn't like his performance. I didn't really like the song too much either. So that would be my worst. And I do like his other songs. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. So, but that particular performance and particular song, I didn't really like too much. So, but my best moment, performance wise, well, I like Beyonce's speech. That was one of my highlights. But my best performance. What do I would say I like Megan Stallion when she performed by herself. If I even said her last name right, but anyways, yes. Oh yeah, Lupe was good too. I liked her a lot too. I'll pinch him tomorrow. Thank you, Justin. Sorry, I'm
What?
reading. Yay, Justin, give him a good pinch. But yeah, so that is my worst, Post Malone. My best, it would be what did I say? Megan, when she performed the remix with Beyonce. Yeah. How about you? What you like? What's your worst? What's your best? Let me hear it.
One of my favorite moments was we actually talked about this person the other week. Nas winning best rap album. I thought that was
Yes.
huge, man. Not
Did
and
he perform? Did he?
no, no, I don't think he was
Oh,
performed. When he
I was
found
like, I
out
did
he
not.
won, he was surprised. He was like, "What? I won the Grammys?"
Really, I really thought they knew that ahead of time. I'm like, come on, you can't not know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he didn't think he didn't even have a chance to win it. So I
Yeah.
thought I think one of the highlight moments when Beyonce went they accepted the award with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
She showed I thought that was huge. Taylor Swift finally returning, showing up. I think that was
Hmm.
that was huge also. So
I love her
and then
performance.
the
My
host of
girl,
the Grammys, they did a pretty good job also, man.
they did.
So it
You know
was
what? I thought Janae was gonna perform, but she didn't.
yeah,
I'm like,
that's what I thought also. I guess he didn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am very surprised.
Trevor Noah, man, he did a decent job for his first time hosting a big event, just especially the Grammys. So
Yeah,
Noah he did a pretty good job with that.
did a great job. I love his accent. He's definitely adorable.
All right, so
Um,
this
so how
this
do you overall? What do you think of the show though? Like overall, like 1 to 10, like
I would give it a 7.5.
okay, 7.5. I'm about to yeah, I'll give it about a 7. I give it about a 7. Um, it's definitely not like back in the days, but it's probably because it's not, of course, full capacity. But I felt like I don't know. You got to put Missy Elliott on there. Like I don't know. I felt like it was missing something this time. Performance. Would you
Wow, Justin gave it a 3. He said the Grammys was a 3.
Ooh,
Justin, don't be disrespectful.
ooh, a 3? Ooh, oh, 3. We got a 7.5, 7.5. Yeah, you know what? The Grammys to me was a little different, and I kind of felt like the theme was space theme. Like all the girls look like like I felt they were, I just felt like it was a little different. It was missing. It's like cooking, and you're missing that particular ingredient. You know what I mean? Like That's why I said if you threw Missy Elliott out there with her songs and her dance and just the bass, I don't know. Or yeah. Anyways,
All right. This is
water
this
cooler moments.
since you're into fashion so much and you got your own clothing line, this is your favorite segment of the show.
Woo!
Everybody's gonna love this one.
Yay! This one's tough.
What was the best and worst dress in the Grammys?
Well, I'm gonna definitely pick my girl, Beyonce. I love that's the best. She can't do no wrong what she wears. My worst, I did not like Soda Cat. I didn't like her dress. I love Janae's dress, that's for sure. I didn't really like Megan's dress too much when she got up there to get her award. I didn't really like that too much. But I loved what's his name? Lupe. Well, Lupe was good, and there's another guy that was really good. What's his name? Harry. I like the way he dressed. He kind of reminds me
Harry Styles?
yeah, he reminds me a little bit like almost like Prince, like a white boy Prince. You know what I mean? Like his style a little bit, not singing, just style a little bit. What do you think? I don't know.
The best
Bad Bunny was good. I missed him. He performed. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Kia.
go ahead. Best and worst dress of the Grammys. I thought one of the best ones. I don't know. I don't like all the extra stuff going around. I think Cardi B. I wasn't a big fan of it. It looked too spacey to me, like intergalactic.
Yeah, all of it was kind of like that.
I thought Megan's dress attire. I thought it was too bright for me. I think she had orange. I thought that it was bad color choosing.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Halloween's past right now, man. I thought maybe she would have been with black, red, the Houston Rockets color. I thought I like what Jay-Z had, and I agree with Justin. Bad Bunny, he had I like his attire. I definitely was rocking with that. But yeah, those were the best and worst dresses of the Grammys for 2021. Damn, that's crazy. This is the second event that we've covered. I think the first event we covered, I think it was the Oscars.
Yes, it was. No.
Yeah. Yes. And now we
is it Oscars?
Yeah, it was the Oscars.
Yeah, it was the Oscars, yeah.
And now we got the Grammys. Wow.
Yeah. What's coming up next? Do you know? What's next?
I think coming up next might be the VMAs.
There you go. VMAs.
All right. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on over to our very next topic now that we are wrapped up and gave you a full recap on the Grammys. We're going to talk some sports now. Obviously we talk about everything on this show. So, we're going to talk about some Drew Brees, man. Drew Brees announced his retirement. He announced his retirement. He officially has called it, hanged it up. So Drew Brees, what do you think Drew Brees meant to the sport of football and to the New Orleans Saints?
Definitely to the New Orleans Saints. He's meant everything. He's definitely been the glue. He's definitely been the idol. You know what I mean? So I feel like he's definitely he's donated so much of his money. He's a very great man all the way around, and he has shown such amazing effort as a human being, not only for the love of sports, but just in general. You know what I mean? This man is definitely an amazing role model, and for him to retire, it's definitely it's legendary. You know what I mean? He's definitely again one of a kind, and it means a lot to the team because of what he has done and what he has stood up for, and again who he is as a person. You know, so yeah, I think he's a wonderful person, and great that he's committed his time to the team and been such a wonderful role model. So, Drew Brees, thank you so much for your amazing talent and your wonderful heart. So, that's what I think.
All right. I'm gonna be as respectful as I can when it comes to Drew Brees. Um, Drew Brees, he's a great person, great human being. I've um he's given a lot to the community, especially when they were going through Hurricane Katrina, through the times with the ALS. He's a very good person, man, and yeah, and he's a humble guy, and
Yeah,
and even his family too. But
yeah.
now, as a football player, no, as a football player, for the last 3 seasons, I have been disappointed of Drew Brees, though, man.
The last
Drew
three.
Brees has been really disappointing in the last 3 seasons.
So, are you trying to say that he should
Um,
have retired 3 seasons ago? Is that what you were trying to say, Keo?
yeah. I'm like, hello, I'm waiting. You're
You're like,
you're trying to
hello,
tell.
it's time.
I mean, what the hell this guy trying to do? He trying to pull
He's
a
gonna
Brett
break the
Favre and
record.
try to
Yeah,
be Brett Favre and be a damn diva. And come on, man, teams got to
he's,
make moves, man. You're holding the damn team up, Drew Brees. And Drew Brees,
he's milking it.
he's
He is
broken a
milking it.
whole bunch of records.
Yes, he
Um,
has. I
you
don't
know, he
blame him. He's
he's
trying to
he's
milk it. I would milk
he's
it too. You know what I mean? Until the wheels fall off, and obviously it kind of
the,
did, huh? Three seasons.
he's an all-time great and all that, but he ain't top 5 to me. He ain't better than Brady. He ain't better than Peyton. Um, Shoot, you might agree with me in this one. I don't think Drew Brees is better than Brett Favre.
Well,
I think
we're just talking about his retirement right now. You know what I mean?
wow. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, look at you trying.
We're not
Look at
comparing right
you
now.
try.
You know what I'm saying? The
Look at you
note
trying to
says is retirement.
look at you trying to save Drew Brees right now. Okay, fine. Fine, since you want to go there. Okay, I'll give you that one. Um, but yeah, but I felt like w- we all knew that Drew Brees was gonna. I guess he had a gig coming up for a Sunday night football or Monday night football, and we knew that it was gonna be his last season. But for me, it's like, why did you have to wait by the time we hit free agency to say, okay, I'm announcing my retirement now? I'm like, dude, you should have done it when the season ended. I'm like, come on, man, what the hell, dude?
And
I mean, I just thought he was holding the team hostage, and people were wondering and contemplating if Drew Brees, if he was going to retire, play one more season. I thought Drew Brees was going to retire and play one more season, man. Like
yeah.
he held the team up, he held the team hostage, man. And obviously, he ended up retiring. Apparently, so obvious during the time of the day of free agency, he wants to announce his retirement like the diva he is.
Yeah.
He
And
wanted to go out with a bang.
of course. Why wouldn't you? You're a Super Bowl legend. You've done so much. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if he had his own rose petals. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you the man is going to retire. As much as he wants to stay, he's probably sleeping with his football right now. You know what I mean? So at least he retired and he's going out with a bang. with fireflies and glitter. Let him have his moment.
Yeah, man. I so I guess we don't get to see Drew Brees anymore. Thank God. I wish him the best of luck at Sunday Night Football. I wish the Saints the best of luck. But he, all joking aside, though, he did mean a lot. He did mean a lot to the sport. He did mean a lot to the state of Louisiana and football and stuff because
Yeah.
it was football, man. Because the Saints was garbage bags, man. They were a bunch of nobodies before Drew Brees came along. So shout out to Drew Brees. And
Yes.
for those individuals out there saying the Saints are done and it's over for them, I think the Saints are going to be something. I think they're still going to be a good, solid team, but just not a contender the way people think they are. So I'll just leave it at that as when it comes to Drew Brees. And no, man, I'm not. And the people think that I'm hating on Drew Brees. I'm not hating on Drew Brees, man. I actually like Drew Brees, man.
He should have retired 3 seasons ago, huh?
Wait. Come on, man. There's other players that's trying to shine. There's other players that are trying to develop. Sean Payton has a job to do. But hey, I'm on this way too long right now. But hey man, hey, shout out to Drew Brees though, man.
Drew Brees, happy retirement.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on over to our very next topic.
Yes.
And everybody seems very happy right now. Majority of people seems happy because they got their stimulus check. They got 1,400 big ones on their stimulus check.
1,400 big ones.
So
yeah.
So 1,400. What if you had 1,400 right now, what would you spend it on, or would you just save it up?
I'll probably save it. That's probably what I would do. Well, I'll probably more likely save the money, invest it. You know what I mean? What would you do with the money? Or what did you do with the money? Or what you're gonna do?
I would well, I haven't received mine yet, but if I did, I'm throwing a party. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. Are you?
This is perfect. You do your taxes, you get your taxes, then you get this. Dude, what's better than that, man?
Yeah.
You get 1,400. I know a lot of people, most people would save it. Some people would pay bills or credit cards they're in debt to, but man, 1,400, man. I was surprised that the Senate passed it, but shout out to the Senate, man. They passed it 1,400, and I don't think anybody out there should be complaining now because they were complaining about 600, 500. Man, that's not enough for me, man. That 600 doesn't pay rent for me. Now they shouldn't be complaining about this 1,400. As a matter of fact, the people that some people didn't even get 1,400. Some people actually got more than that because I think you get more, especially if you have kids. So some people actually got more than 1,400. So I don't think anybody should complain. I know they've been complaining about 600. That ain't enough.
Yeah.
Hey, this is more than enough. So the American people should not be complaining at all.
You know what, Keel? You know what? People are going to complain no matter what. Sometimes never satisfied. You know what I mean? You can never just satisfy them. It's always not enough. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This whole. All I know is, I'm definitely making a lot of sales. So that's probably where a lot of their stimulus check is going to. So that's good. You know,
All right. So I'm glad we got the chance to talk about everybody's the 1400 stimulus check that that just came out. A lot of people are starting to receive it now. So make sure you guys spend it wisely because I don't know when you guys gonna get
another one.
a stimulus check next again. So
Things are opening up. Hopefully, people will be, going back to work or whatever. And, it's tough when you get a lump sum of money that fast. And most majority of the time, people just blow it right away. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, but invest that stimulus check, make that check, make more checks.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay,
So
what's our, our top 10?
yeah, so this is our last topic. We're gonna conclude the show with last week we rated the Drake song. He had 3 new songs that came out. So this is the new Billboard charts top 10 that just got released, man. And believe it or not, Drake debuts at number
Number
one,
one.
2,
Yes.
3. So
And I
so
love that song. What's next is poppin'. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
So the 3 new songs he actually released next last week,
Yeah.
all 3 of them are at number one,
Top
number
10.
2, or number 3 on the Billboard right now. So shout out to Drake, man. So as far as the top 10 goes, what do you think about how the Billboard top 10 rounded out?
Well, I definitely, you know what? I didn't really like the other two so much, but I definitely agree with number one. Number one is one of my favorites out of the three that he put out. I love all the lyrics. The beat is popping. So overall, I do like all of the lineup, the top 10. I think I would have put it in a different order, but definitely the weekend Save Your Tears would not have been number 7. That's for sure. And so Cardi B, I see she made it number 6. But again, I didn't really care for the other 2 songs of Drake's. But what do you think? What do you
Well, I'm the complete opposite of you. I actually I the Drake song that I like is the one at number 2. I thought that should have been number 1 over What's Next.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that song more. I don't know,
I don't know.
maybe because Lil Baby's on it, but
Yeah,
I
maybe
like
because a little bit.
I like that song more. One thing that I do disagree with is not the weekend though, is with Cardi B. I think Cardi B shouldn't have dropped down to all the way to number 6 because Cardi B was originally at number 2 and she
Mhm.
dropped out all the way to 6. I think the song Up is a huge song right now. It's getting a lot of major radio play right now.
Yeah.
And you got challenges for it
I think
also.
Drake has such a hard following, and
Yeah.
when it's like, um, yeah, I think Drake has a more of a wide range followers than Cardi B. That's I feel like Drake is, yeah, again, you know. But anyways, I didn't like Wants and Needs. I didn't really like that song at all.
And and I do definitely agree with you that when it comes to Drake, especially with his following, Drake is the type of artist where anything new he drops, it's gonna do its numbers.
Yeah,
That's one thing that I could say about Drake. He definitely does his numbers. Um, Anything that he releases or comes out with. So that's one thing I can say about Drake. I'm not surprised by it. But I just don't think Cardi B should have dropped all the way down to number 6. I thought she at least should
well,
be in the top
the
5.
Bruno Mars song was good, so I think that was better than Cardi B. You know what I mean? The one with Bruno Mars that landed number 4. Now, if anything, you could have moved Wants and Needs to number 4 and put Number two, Bruno Mars, and this is messy.
Oh, oh, you taking a shot at me again? I see.
We're just gonna move what you like down. Just kidding.
Hey,
But
hey,
shout out to Drake for coming out, with his new songs and getting it on the top 10 Billboard. But I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised. So
yeah, and Drake ain't done. This is like he said it himself. This is just a warm up to him because he actually has an album that he's gonna be releasing called Lover Boy. So he ain't done. He ain't done yet. So Drake
yeah,
is far from finished. So you think that is something? He hasn't even scratched the surface with this one yet.
I'm
Um,
sure. I definitely like the vibe he's putting out. So
last thing I do want to add in though, the Chris Brown and Young Thug song, that song didn't even crack the top 10. I think it was at 11. I was definitely surprised with that though. I thought it should at least made the top 10 on that one.
yeah.
All right, so that is actually the wrap up from the Billboard charts. We'll keep you updated with more music, more of the billboards. Obviously, any new songs that come out, we'll definitely rate that song for you guys. But with that being said, it's time to wrap up tonight's show and let's give our shout outs. Let's go.
Yes. So I definitely want to thank you guys, everybody that joined our live. I'm so grateful for your support and your comments. And again, leave us a message on any topics that you guys want us to talk about next week. We'll be happy to touch bases of those topics. And I want to give a shout out to NBS and Xavier. I hope you're doing a lot better. And of course, our host, Mr. Keo. Thank you so much for having me. And glory to God, my shout out. So
Yeah, yo, shout out to X, shout out to the whole NBS team. Shout out to Saray. She's been holding it down every single week and giving me a really hard time and a headache sometimes. But I'm getting through it though. But yo, shout out to her though, man. Make sure you go follow her on Instagram. Make sure you go check out her website. Make sure you go check out her Monday poetries also, man. It's really
thank you.
dope, man.
Thank
But
you.
besides that, man, this is MBS. Let's talk about it. I am Keo. This is Saray, and we are officially
Bye.
out. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.